Well, we continue with the broadcast on this beautiful day of Jummah as well, and we are in the month of Rajab. And tonight, obviously, will be the eve of the 27th of Rajab, and we all know by now the significance of the 27th of Rajab as well, Isra and Mi'raj, and also coinciding with Al Aqsa week, which began on the 11th and will be ending tomorrow, but with a greater purpose, whether you're looking at it on an individual level, on an organizational level, as a parent, as a teacher, as imams, as khatibs as well, and dedicating this week to Masjid al Aqsa. And I'm hoping that tonight, even the bayans and the lectures that will be taking place in the various massages and also using today's Jummah platform as well to dedicate time towards Masjid al Aqsa, and more importantly, to encourage us to learn more about Al Aqsa as well. And we are talking now with Khalid Vawda, and there's just so much that we can do online and digitally as well. We're talking digital resistance, or Aqsa Week, and the launch of Words of Justice app in South Africa. The founder of Social Intifada, Khalid Vawda. Khalid, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jummah Mubarak to you and welcome.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair for having me, and Jummah Mubarak to you and your listeners.
Yes, Khalid, as I mentioned, the 27th of Rajab couldn't have come at a more appropriate time. Ending obviously tomorrow is Aqsa Week, which has obviously we've seen so much by way of online content, and we're hoping that even with our masajids, with our educational institutions, that the focus has been on Aqsa and the love for Aqsa. But we're talking about digital resistance, and this is where an organization like Social Intifada actually comes in as well. You've just done so much at this point in time. So let's just talk briefly first about Aqsa Week and the launch of Words of Justice, Khalid.
So the two didn't actually coincide. They're actually two separate projects. But just to go to Al Aqsa Week first, this is now in its fifth year. It was started by Friends of Al Aqsa in the UK. And annually during the month of Rajab, the objective is to get Muslims to reconnect with Masjid al Aqsa, to understand the role of Masjid al Aqsa in the lives of believers, to develop a sincere love for Masjid al Aqsa. Without having a sincere love for the sake of Allah, it's not possible that we would be able to take responsibility for our role in Masjid al Aqsa, in the maintenance, in the preservation, in the defense of Masjid al Aqsa. And this is something that is very important for every believer around the world, that we not just depend on our brothers and sisters who are on the front lines in Ribat, in Masjid al Aqsa, in Al Quds and its surrounds, but for the Muslims around the world. What is our role? What do we do? How can we assist? What can we do from here in South Africa, wherever we may be in the world, in order to support our resistance to the occupation of Masjid al Aqsa, the threat of which is growing every single day?
Yes, Khalid. One cannot emphasize enough on Aqsa, and also we know the genocide as well. Obviously, central to what the resistance has been doing in Gaza and in other parts around Palestine, central to the entire resistance is Masjid al Aqsa. And let's just talk about now the launch of Words of Justice, because this I think is important. Let's understand what this app is all about, and just to provide an overview in general.
Certainly. So, just one more point on Aqsa Week, if I may. The initiative here is meant for the public to start taking the responsibility and creating initiatives within their circles. So, whether you're an imam, whether you are a muallima, whether you are a student, a parent, students, youth within your circles as well, create activities, create discussion around Masjid al Aqsa, understand why Masjid al Aqsa is so important to us, the sacrifice it took for Masjid al Aqsa to be returned to the believers on a few occasions, not just on one occasion. And in line with this, there have been a number of initiatives from the Palestine Information Network running all week this week. You can check some of their stuff out online. Check out Friends of Al Aqsa as well in the UK. Check out their initiatives online. We've also just released a video yesterday. It's available on Social Intifada's website, on YouTube, which gives you a brief snapshot in the space of about 8 to 9 minutes on the city of Al-Quds, on the people of Al-Quds, on Masjid al-Aqsa, on the resistance and the way forward. So I'd advise all the listeners to go and have a look there. Words of Justice is an excellent initiative by our brothers in the United States who've set up this app and set up this platform for ordinary people to be able to assist in the digital resistance. It's one strong field that we've been pushing the Zionist narrative back quite strongly globally. When I say we, I'm talking about everybody globally, because this has now caused Israel to invest billions of dollars into propaganda because it's losing the Hasbara, whether it's Instagram, whether it's X, or whether it's the alleged buyout of TikTok. They're spending loads of money. They're hiring influencers at about $7,000 per post to be able to counter pro-Palestinian content online. So there's a huge level of success. And what our brothers have done, and this, subhanAllah, goes to show that we've got excellent resources and skills within the Ummah. Sometimes we don't stop to take stock of that and make use of that. Our brothers have set up an app and a platform using AI technology. So our viewers, we would ask them to download the app, whether you're on Apple or the iStore or Play Store. Download the app, and then that automatically geolocates you to South Africa. So when you open your app, if you're either active on Instagram or you're active on X, there's already content for you on a daily basis. So we've got a team in South Africa that's taking care of that part. All you have to do as a consumer, as a supporter for social justice digitally, is take 5 minutes off your day. The posts that are there, you can go and support Palestinian posts, pro-Palestine posts, by use of AI, which will then generate a response to a particular post. So if you have something, say, from the South African Zionist Federation, for example, which is speaking negatively about Palestine, you can actually then go and refute that by use of AI. The AI will generate a short script for you. You can choose your tone, you can choose the length of your post, and then all you do is you click reply, and it automatically posts it onto your X feed, or it does so for your Instagram feed. In the same vein, if there's a post by or content by any of our pro-Palestinian voices within South Africa, you would be able to support those with a caption that is generated by AI. It's that easy, Brother Inayat. Literally, it would take people 5 minutes every day to be able to support. You don't have to leave your house. You don't have to, I mean, we've got a lot of people, sadly, who don't attend marches. This removes the last excuse from all of us. We've all got cell phones. We're all on our devices. We've all got at least an X account or an Instagram account, or both. This is our opportunity to play a significant role in countering the narrative online. And there have been huge successes by Words of Justice abroad that we can look at, depending on the number of comments that are responded to a particular post. We can give virality to local content. We can actually bring attention to negative content, to anti-Palestinian, pro-Zionist content that appears online as well. In the near future, we will be running email campaigns through the app, which are really, really, really good. And again, which all you've got to do is within 3 or 4 clicks as a user, you can support a particular campaign, which would call for perhaps bringing attention to a certain individual or an individual within a company or company about their views against Palestine or their views in support of Israel. So the platform is an excellent way forward. It's really secure. You are on social media. An urgent appeal is made to every single person. Please get on the app. Please get active. You just need 5 minutes a day. We're not asking for more. Just 5 minutes a day, and you can make a massive difference.
Yes, Khalid. In fact, what you mentioned is absolutely critical and it's important. Yeah, and we know, you spoke about, people that can't make it to protests, and somebody in an outlying town or a little dorpy somewhere in the country as well, who's passionate about the Palestinian cause, unable to do anything. And this obviously presents an opportunity for people wherever you are, whichever part of the country you are, to actually grow this digital resistance. And again, it's the impact is huge. And I'm sure at the end of the day, to counter, as you mentioned, the hasbara or the propaganda as well, it's going a very, very long way. Just in terms of people wanting to get the app, what do they need to do?
All they've got to do is get onto, if you are on an Android device, get onto your Play Store. If you're on Apple, get onto the iStore, download the app to your phone. It'll take you through a few setup questions. It's really quick and you're good to go. So normally on your device, you normally logged into, so if you've got an Instagram account, you'd be logged into Instagram. If you've got an X account, you normally logged into X. Between apps, it just transfers your information. So by information, sorry, I don't mean personal information. The captions that would be generated by the AI are already there, so they just seamlessly transfer between the two apps, meaning you don't have to do a lot more. If you're not happy with the comment or the caption that the AI has generated, you can regenerate one. In another few seconds, you'll have another option to go for. So it's really, really easy. Every single person who's on any one of these apps, we're expecting a huge upsurge in users in South Africa. To let's take this to another level, inshallah. Words of Justice initially launched in the US. They're also in Australia and they are in Germany as well. So, as a user on the app, you are able to contribute to posts on any one of those countries just by clicking the country flag in the top right hand corner. You can engage posts from other countries as well. You're not limited to South Africa, but because you're logging in from South Africa, your geolocation is automatically set to South Africa. So, you will see curated content for South Africa.
Well, Jazakallah khairan so much for that, and also for taking time out with us this morning, Khalid. It's as always, it's been an absolute pleasure, and inshallah, we will continue promoting this app as well, and let us continue with the struggle, inshallah. And again, making dua that using this opportunity, the Al Aqsa week, and also this occasion of the 27th of Rajab, this occasion of Isra and Miraj as well, to continue highlighting the plight of the people of Palestine, Al Aqsa in danger, learning about Aqsa as well. So, inshallah, let us utilize these opportunities. Allah Ta'ala accept your efforts, Allah reward your efforts as well. And always a pleasure having you with us right here on Salam Media.
It's a pleasure speaking to you and to the listeners. Jazakallah khair. Nothing's going to be easier in terms of supporting the digital resistance. It's literally right on your phone now, brothers and sisters. So no excuses anymore.
Certainly, Khalid. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Khalid Vawda, the founder of Social Intifada, about the launch of Words of Justice. And you can go onto Play Store as well. And there are no excuses, as Khalid mentioned, in terms of the passion that we have for the Palestinian cause, Masjid al-Aqsa as well, but more importantly, to resist the injustices that are playing out. And with it, we're going to go for a break, and we're going to be joined by Kashmir-based social and women's activist Shahid Hussain, and we're talking about the tension in Kashmir, medical school closing after Muslim students dominated the admissions.